All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Let's step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to California. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The high-octane Racing League Buschwackers Series finishes out the season here tonight at California. It's a 90-lap race, and there are 3 drivers competing for a championship. This is a tough one, baby. A lot of room to race here, but this thing is tough on tires. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory? Well, there's only one way to find out, and I want you to watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, 3 drivers. Who's going to take home the victory? Who's going to take home the championship? It's race number 10, the final race of the season. Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Man, got a good one here for you tonight, man. Love this track. This is California Auto Club Speedway. And this is the final race of the season. 90 laps here tonight, located in Fontana, California, man. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV. Had a good turnout here tonight on a snowy evening here in Indiana, where I'm located. Just about 40 miles north of the mecca of motorsports, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We said this is the final race of the season. We've had a little bit of trouble in getting this one in, man. So this is our last attempt to get this bad boy in. We had some trouble last week, but a 90-lap race here tonight to finish out the season. And then next week, we'll be right back at it for season number 1 of 2025. But we got a score to settle here at California. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. How about some WordPress hosting, some online store hosting or VPS hosting, maybe some shared web hosting, also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Nancy provides our servers here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Don't forget to join us over there. Quick link to our Discord server. And, good way to contact us there or join us. That's where we do most of our business, on Discord. But check out the webpage, HighOctaneRacing.net. I got about just under 10 minutes left to go here in the practice session before we hit qualifications. Whoa! Right there, Eugene Fedorov scraping off a little paint onto that wall. I want to thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel, man. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so, and smash that bell, baby. Appreciate everybody coming out watching the race here tonight, watching, whether watching on replay or watching live right now. Thank you so much for your support. Hit the thumbs up button, share my videos with all your friends, And also, I got some links in the description of the race. There's a PayPal link if you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV. Also, click on that SimLab link. I'm an affiliate through them, so help me out by clicking on that link. And if you want to purchase something, please use my link there. But thanks for joining me, man. Really appreciate it. Love doing this. Have fun. Look forward to this race every single week. We got a bunch of videos, man. I got almost 600 videos on YouTube now. Also, speaking of YouTube, don't forget to support our friend Claudio Bardelli Jr. over at the Sober Tom podcast there on YouTube. Does a great job, all things music. He's a great musician himself, great friend of ours, great race car driver. Just a great dude, man. Check him out on Sober Tom podcasts on YouTube. The point standings coming into tonight's race. Woo, boy. Could be a wild one. Could be a wild one. Take a look at the point standings. Whoa, what happened there? There we go. Claudio Bardelli Jr. I know it's copying and pasting. Claudio Bardelli Jr. leads. See, he's got a pretty comfortable lead. 9 points, though, with this field. Ooh, anything can happen. So it is not safe, but he's fairly comfortable, I think, right now. Art Vieira, lightning fast. So keep your eyes on Art Vieira. He's at the top of the grid here so far. Franco Alvarez sits third in points, and he's going to need some help there to be able to break there. And I think Dennis Yulichin's got a super outside chance, but not done the math myself. But I think those top three there, Bardelli, Vieira, and Alvarez for the championship here tonight. Thank you so much for coming in and checking us out there. Givaldo kicking us off. Bardelli. You guys better get some practice in, baby. Final race of the season. We've had, like I said, we've had a little bit of server issue there last week, and so I had a little trouble getting her going. But we're back at it. Now it looks like 17 drivers joining us here. Look at this, man. The bunny, the snow bunny. Dennis Yulichin. It's like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning there right now where he lives. He lives in Kharkiv, Ukraine. Well, we got some more racing headed your way this weekend, and that is the Saturday Night Thunder, Martinsville, the final race of the season. Oh, did we didn't do that one, did we? Oh, God. Here we go. This is it. The Saturday Night Thunder will be racing at Bristol on January the 11th. I got to get my crap together, man. I've been hugely busy this week, so give me a little bit of a break. Bristol Motor Speedway, 150-lap race. To see the schedule there in the Saturday Night Thunder. And then I know I've updated this one. The Tough Trucks, man. We had race number 1 this last Wednesday. What a fantastic race that was. And we'll be at California this Wednesday. And racing starts, or qualifiers start at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. versus 9 p.m. So, and there's a tire rule in this one. That's right, man. It makes it really interesting. So you get 12 total tires throughout the race. And what a fun series. We'll be throwing up a new schedule here in the Buschwackers after this race is over. I do know next week we'll be at Bristol. We'll just put it that way. Couple minutes left to go. Should I get my pick in tonight? I think I will. My pick tonight to win this race. I think it's a good one. Arthur Vieira.
E3.
So that's who I think is going to win this race. Arthur Vieira. That's a good pick. Good solid pick. Qualifications coming up really soon here. We got about less than a minute left before you guys will get the message to qualify. All right, looks like these guys headed over to the qualification session. This is going to get a little interesting. It's a fun track to qualify at. Right now showing 17 drivers. I think we're going to have more than that, actually. So again, thank you so much for joining me here in the YouTube channel, man. It's going to be a fun one here tonight. Cali's a lot of fun, man. It's a fun track to drive. It's a fun track to broadcast a race from. So these guys are getting the final touches here on their qualification effort. And it looks like maybe Alvarez is out there first. Franco Alvarez in the 83. In the points hunt. He is third in points coming into tonight. Yeah, Alvarez always fast, man. He loves this mod. He does such a great job painting cars for us. And just a master at Photoshop. Way up there against the wall is Franco Alvarez. 40.449 for Franco. Fedorov got his lap in. He's right now P2. Tony Furtado with a fast lap there in the 9. He's up to P2. Take a look at Preston Hassel here in the Ford. 27 car. Alvarez, Robillard up to P2. Furtado now down to 3rd. Jacobs his 4th. Fedorov in 5th. Preston Hassel, let's see where he ends up. 3rd there with a 40.883 for Preston. And Craig Marizon into 60. Magpul Dynamics machine. So 40.149 is the time to beat. Robillard is P2. Grover up to the 4th position. Little bit of work to do for Marizon. 10th place right now for him, 41.316. Andrew Smith in his first race out here with us. Vieta up to P3. Jacobs to 4th. Grover is 5th. Alvarez still holding on to the top spot. Martelli Jr. cracking the top 5. .072 for Andrew Smith in his one and only qualification lap. How about Dennis Udichin at the Toyota? Get up to P2. Robillard back to 3rd. Udichin in the Toyota. Looks like he's got both his laps in. Baldo Spendola, one of our favorite drivers here. Looks like he's got his qual in. 13th for him. Gordon Carter and Wesley Dean appear not to have gone out. Udichin looks like he has backed off his qual attempt. He's in the pits. Jesus Barbecue Iglesias in the 22. Let's see where Jesus ends up in his qualification attempt. You get 2 laps here under timed laps, I should say. 1 out lap, 2 timed laps, and an in lap. Alvarez, Vieta, Robillard, Bardelli, and Jacobs rounding out the top 5. Let's see where Jesus is. He's a little bit behind the 8 ball there in the first 2 sectors. Let's see. Here we go. 40.644 up to P4 for Barbecue. Team Barbecue up to P4. Wesley Dean decides he wants to go out and race. So right now, Alvarez, the top time. I don't think a threat really for him to get bumped off the pole. Vieta is 2nd. Robillard 3rd. Robillard said he likes this track. Jesus Iglesias up to P4. He backed off that 2nd qual lap, I believe. Take a look there. Wesley Dean in the Ford. One of our new drivers. And Wesley Dean with a 41.314, P16 for Wesley. 41.093 for Wesley Dean up to P15. It looks like everybody has qualified. We'll give you the official results here very, very shortly. Thank you so much. We'll give you the official results here in just a few minutes. And I want to say thank you so much for coming in. Let's get this party started. All right, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV. And thank you for all the folks who come in and watch these races each and every week. Welcome to all the new viewers. I guess I got 535 videos on my YouTube channel now. Some of them actually may probably have more than that. I've got some that are hidden, but thank you for supporting TurnLeftTV by watching, and whether you'd like to make a donation or not, you can also do the super chat in the YouTube chat. Thanks to Fireball Flash, Claudio Bardelli Jr., Givaldo for joining in the chat. And it looks like we have finished. We have finished the qualification session, so we'll take a look at the results. Take a look at the results here. Franco Alvarez qualifies P1. Art Vieta starts in the second position. Todd Robillard starts in third. Jesus Iglesias starts in the fourth position. And Claudio Bardelli Jr., our points leader, starts in P5. Starting in the sixth position, is Sean Jacobs. Starting in 7th, Dana Grover in the Toyota, top Toyota in the field there. Craig Marizon starts in 8th, Preston Hassel 9th. Tony Furtado starts in the 10th position. Starting in 11th is Andrew Smith in the 1X at Palumbo, starts 12th. Dennis Schuderton in the Toyota starts in 13th. Givaldo Spindler 14th. Wes Dean starts in the 15th position. Eugene Fedorov 16th. And Gordon Carter starts in P17. So a good starting position there, man. I got my pick in. My pick is Art of Vieto to win this. These guys will have a 10-minute warm-up session. Let's take a look at the track here. Haven't done that. How about a track, man? You know what California is? Auto Club Speedway does not exist anymore. Oh, located in Fontana, California. 2-mile in length, 4 turns, of course. Banking in the turns, 14 degrees. The front stretch, 11 degrees. And the back stretch at 3 degrees. That's Auto Club. And the race keys tonight, man. Oh, own the high line. I think the high line is in play, definitely. It's really the fastest way around this track. Be up on the wheel here, man. This thing can't get quite loose. Throttle management through the corners. Save those tires and make good pit stops here tonight at Auto Club. Get your picks in here. Who do you think's going to win this race tonight? Excited for this truck series, man. Let's take a look at the truck schedule. We had our first race at Kentucky Speedway. Great turnout. There's a tire rule in this series, I should say, so you get 12 total tires, and that's been a popular feature, a popular aspect of the series. We've implemented the tire rule, moved this series to Wednesday nights, and racing starts, our quals start at 8 o'clock. We're going about a race that's going about 15 after 8 Eastern Standard Time. And Kentucky was a fantastic race, man. We'll be at California this coming week. You see that schedule: North Wilkesboro, Dover, Nashville the first half of the season, Lucas Oil, Daytona, Texas, Las Vegas, and Bristol on the back half of that season. So that's a tough truck series, man. Come out and join us. There's a QR code right there. And you'll join us here in our Discord server, and we'll get you set up and get you what you need to have to get out and join us and race. See if our side-by-side's working. I believe it is. That is awesome. Ready for that? A little side-by-side view. Keep playing the same songs again, don't I? Don't I? There we go. About 5 minutes left to go here in the warm-up session. Take a look at my pick to win this race tonight. That is Archer Vieta. Vieta's got a lot of championships under his belt. He's a very savvy driver. One of the drivers in this series that I've known the longest. Certainly our South American drivers had the honor of being able to race with him in at AVV leagues there. We did I'm trying to think, we did a GT3 series. Also raced with him over at Nascar Total IndyCar Brazil. And of course done some stock car racing with him here. This guy can flat out get into any car and make it competitive, whether it be GT3, IndyCar, DTMs, stock cars, you name it, man. This guy could get in a tractor and make it competitive. So very low-key dude. It doesn't say a lot on the radio. Man, a few words, but NASCAR BR sponsored machine, I think, is going to bring home the championship here tonight. The team's done a great job. Always comes prepared. Take a look at Todd Robillard right now, fourth here in the warm-up session. Does a great job adminning for us in this tonight. And a great source of knowledge and advice. Very level-headed dude, and I think you're going to see him in the top 10 here tonight. That C4 Energy sponsored Chevy. Couple minutes left here in warm-up. Again, thank you so much for coming in, joining me. Craig Marzon, one of our great Michigan drivers. I don't know if they're getting a bunch of snow up there or not, but I'm just lived south of him, probably 4 or 5 hours south of him, and we are getting absolutely walloped here. Probably nothing compared to what he's used to. But I live in Indiana, about middle of Indiana, and he lives up there in Michigan over on the pinky side of the glove. Look who it is. Ritsky Novar. How about that? Good to see Ritsky out. It's one of our great Indonesian drivers. How about that? Practicing his pit stops. All right, boys and girls. I think I'm ready to rock and roll. I don't know about you, but I am ready to rock. Going to be a fun one here tonight, man.
TurnLeftTV. 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 Hold on to your butts, cause this is gonna be a great show. Heath Johnson saying all you need to know. We got fast cars racing, hopefully you're pacing. Are you ready for some high-speed action? Step on the gas! Alright. Race fans, my heavens! My heavens! Buschwackers! Saturday night! Thunder! Tough trucks! Nascar! IndyCar! GT3!
Non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
High octane! Racing League! Racing League! High octane! Racing League! High octane! Racing League! High octane! Racing League! Racing League! High octane! Racing League! Racing League!
Attention grid, all non-essential.
All right, boys, here we go. Here we go. It's California tonight, and we are getting her ready. 19 drivers joining us, filling the grid. And the starting order here tonight. All right, the starting order here tonight at Cali. Franco Alvarez in the 83 starts in P1. Archie Vieta starts in the second position. Todd Robillard starts in third. Jesus Iglesias starts in the fourth position. Starting in fifth is Claudio Bardelli Jr. Sean Jacobs starts in the sixth position. Dana Grover starts seventh. Craig Marizon starts in the eighth position. Starting in ninth is Preston Hassel in the 27. Tony Furtado in the 9 starts in 10th. Andrew Smith in the 1X starts 11th. Ed Palumbo in the 54 starts in the 12th position. Starting in 13th is Dennis Unichin. Givaldo Spindola starts in 14th. Wes Dean starts in the 15th position. Eugene Fedorov starts in 16th. Starting at 17th is Gordon Carter in the 56. The 19 of Ritsky Novar starts in 18th, and Chris Harvey in the 6X will start in 19th. All right, man. Ho. Gonna be a good one. So 90 laps here tonight. 19 drivers joining us. Hopefully everybody is patient here. Holy smokes, be patient. You get those race keys, man. Own the high line, be up on the wheel, manage that throttle, save your tires, and make good pit stops here at Cali. Okay, here we go. Green, green, green. Here at California. Franco Alvarez got a great start there at the drop of the green flag. It's a good jump there on the field. The 90 of Todd Robillard tucks in the second position. Claudio Bardelli Jr., Art Vieta fighting for the third spot. Vieta seems to have it there right now on the outside. Art Vieta, our points leader. Actually, Bardelli Jr. is our points leader. Art Vieta is in second. On board here with him as he follows Todd Robillard in the 90 car. Bardelli Jr. back to P4. Jesus Iglesias is in fifth. You saw this at our first attempt at this race last week, is that Franco Alvarez fast on the start, but these guys start reeling him in. See Alvarez, the leader, as Robillard is looking on the inside. Robillard looking like he wants to get that Camaro around him in that C4 Energy sponsor machine. Art Vieta closing in. Jesus Iglesias up to P5. Sean Jacobs in that Kubota sponsor Camaro is in sixth. Take a look here is a 6X. Wesley Dean and Chris Harvey battling it out, and it looks like Chris Harvey is going to get around. Wesley Dean now fighting back there. Craig Marizon and Sean Jacobs having a battle here. Craig Marizon to the inside in that 60 car, battling Sean Jacobs in the 24. And the Michigander, the 60, going to get around Sean Jacobs. So on board here with Marizon as he's moving forward. Sean Jacobs on that outside. He's going to have to tuck in as Craig Marizon now sets his sights on Jesus Iglesias. Iglesias going to the low side. Man, we got a bunch of cars in this mix now. Iglesias climbing up the grid as Todd Robillard gets by the race leader now. Robillard, our leader. Take a look at Iglesias, who's moved up to P2 as we go back to live. A lot of battling up front, man. That's where the races happen right now. Take a look at Bardelli Jr. here on the bottom side, battling Franco Alvarez. Remember, Bardelli Jr. is our points leader. Good side-by-side racing there. Aboard here with Bardelli Jr. as he's running behind the Kubota, sponsor number 24, Sean Jacobs. Four and the 83 now battling. Great battling going on. Dana Grover and Tony Furtado battling it out. The 89, Grover down to the inside. Tony Furtado up on the outside line, and the 89 getting by. Some great racing going on here now. And Robillard is our leader. Iglesias worked his way up to the second position. Craig Marizan is in third. I'll tell you what, Marizan is fast right now. Bardelli Jr. just behind him. Also, Sean Jacobs there as well. Sean Jacobs up on the outside line, trying to make that outside work. He's got some help with Franco Alvarez. We got a log jam back here, baby. 27 of Preston Hassel in this mix. He's running in the 8th position. He's right on top of him. He gets a little bump there from the 89 car. Ed Palumbo underneath the 27. So those guys side by side now. Preston Hassel in the 27. Now going to give up a spot there to Ed Palumbo. This guy's going to go by here, so it looks like maybe that inside line is in play. Take a look at Arthur Vieira. Now trying to climb up that grid. As Jesus Iglesias has gotten around Todd Robillard for the race lead. We'll take a look at that pass for the race lead. Jesus Iglesias has a good run there on the 90. And gets by the 90 of Todd Robillard. Jesus Iglesias leading some laps here tonight. Sean Jacobs and Arthur Vieira here battling it out. You guys are battling all over this track. Good low line, good high line action. Ed Palumbo in the 54 in this mix. Palumbo running in this 54 car. Great racing going on. Dennis Unichin and Preston Hassel. Now, Preston Hassel has dropped back quite a bit. So quite a bit of drop there for the 27. He worked his way up, but then it seems like those guys got things settled down and started going around that 27, so he's going to have to work his way back up to the front. He's battling the 9 of Tony Furtado. Little Chevy versus Ford. And the 47 of Dennis Unichin trying to figure out where he wants to go. On board here with Dennis Unichin. Behind him is Givaldo Spindola. Take a look at Ritsky Novar, man. Ritsky Novar hasn't been out here racing with us in a while, and he's back there. They've got a third pack. Ritsky Novar in the 10. Guys, a little bit of warpage there. It looks like that 6 car kind of jumping around again, and the 10 car jumping around just a tad. Now they're 3 wide as the 1X and the 6X 3 wide with the 10 going below. He says, you guys go ahead and race that. They almost get together there. The 10 car gets around. See Gordon Carter back there as well. Whoa. A lot of racing going on. Andrew Smith, Gordon Carter. Preston Hassel now closing in on Dana Grover. Hassel in the 27. Maybe saving those tires a little bit. Take a look at it on the back of his car. That's a little too close for comfort, isn't it? Why do we need all these camera angles? I just need the one off the trunk of the car. And it looks like Grover trying to fight back on the outside. Craig Marizan battling Sean Jacobs. Marizan to the high side this time. And that's 60. Magpul Dynamic sponsor machine gets around Sean Jacobs. Sean Jacobs there. Back to live here as Jesus Iglesias leading some laps as the 90 is in second. The 19, Claudio Bardelli Jr. climbing his way up to third. Archivieta fourth, and Palumbo is in fifth. Take a look at Claudio Bardelli Jr. He is our points leader. Got a good run there on the 90, backs off. That's going to bunch him up a little bit. Michelle Bruno joining us in the chat, I think for the first time. So welcome, Michelle. Also, BK cheering on Fireball Flash, Dana Grover. And look at this, Claudio Bardelli Jr. trying to make it work here on the low side. He's got some help with Archivieta. Oh, we got a yellow flag. And I think maybe, I'm not sure that Bardelli had him. So we got a yellow flag. And it looks like maybe Chris Harvey's come around. And it looks like he's out of the race. So something happened there. Chris Harvey in the 6X. Off the pace and out of the race in the garage area. Let's take a look and see what happened to him. Take a look here, Chris Harvey. Oh, man. Looks like maybe he warped. That car is on fire. So something happened with Chris Harvey. I'm not sure exactly what it was, whether there was a massive warp or what, but interesting. Take a look again. Like maybe he just warped. Oh, he turned it. Oh, he maybe blew his engine. Didn't see any warp going on there. Go on board here with him. That's on Gordon Carter right there. Looked like blew his engine. Oh, he dropped his gear down for some reason. I'm not sure what happened there, but so it looked like a gear problem for him. Go back to live here and take a look at Todd Robillard here in the 90. So kind of an interesting situation there. So Chris Harvey out of the race there, and it looked like a catastrophic engine failure on that one. Looked like he maybe missed a shift or boy, dropped down into first gear, I think. Well, I guess we'll find out when we check out the replay, review the race. That was interesting. And these guys now coming down pit lane as Jesus Iglesias. That was going to be a pass for the lead too, so that was an interesting sequence. Got a couple guys staying out on the track. So we get a good look of the battle off pit lane. As it looks like Bardelli Jr. fast off pit lane. Jesus up there. It looks like Ed Palumbo and Robillard as well. And Alvarez coming out. So it looks like a couple guys have stayed out. I suggest they're probably going to try to lead, but Claudio Bardelli Jr. appears to be, of those guys who come down pit lane, the first back out on the track. So I would suggest to you that maybe Novar Fedorov are going to come down pit lane, and that's going to give the race lead to Bardelli Jr. And, there's something kind of significant about that, too. Remember that when you lead some laps, you get some bonus points. So that's going to help his effort out as far as the championship run. Looks like a Hammer in here, rooting Dana Grover on. Dana right now shown in the 6th position. Take a look at 89. So we get a good shout out for him. So I think the 84 is going to come down pit lane. I feel fairly certain here. Fedorov, a very savvy driver. I think he's going to bring the old Snow Maiden down pit lane. So getting some chatters in here. Again, good to see BK and Hammer in here. Michelle Bruno sticking the tongue out. I don't know who Michelle is rooting for tonight. Maybe it's Eugene. Who knows? Got to ask Eugene after the race how cold it is where he lives. They get snow early there, baby. We'll announce a new schedule after the race. We'll put out an announcement for the new schedule, but I can tell you next week we'll be at Bristol, so I can tell you that much. You see the 84 coming down pit lane here. I think we're going to get the one to go this time by. As Fedorov tucking into his pit stall, and that's going to give the race lead to Claudio Bardelli Jr., who apparently wants that bottom side. And Jesus Iglesias up on the high side with the Shell-sponsored machine. Todd Robillard, Dana Grover, 3rd and 4th. Franco Alvarez and Artur Vieira will start P5, P6. Which looks like Vieira, is going to start in the 6th position up on the high side. We're going to go green this time by. And Bardelli Jr., the points leader, coming into tonight's race, is our leader. Iglesias 2nd, Robillard will start 3rd, Grover 4th, Alvarez will start in the 5th position. See Uderchin up to P6. Vieira, Marizan, Jacobs, Furtado rounding out the top 10. I would suggest that we're going to go green this time by. This is a little bit of a worry time for me as these guys now bunched back up and kind of getting a little confidence going, and cautions, 3 cautions, right? Back to green. It looked like Bardelli didn't get a great start there, kind of spun the tires. Iglesias not able to capitalize on that as Alvarez trying to figure out how to get him going. They're still side by side through the corner. Iglesias very fast here tonight in that Shell sponsor machine. Down the backstretch. Oh, man, Vieira. Oh, I mean, boy, I tell you what, it looked like he had lost control. I don't know whether he got into the wall or what, but that car got a little squirrely. Archer Vieira into 4. Looking like he wants to go 3 wide. He's going to try to figure out whether he's going to go through the middle. Then, no, he tucks in behind the 83. Whoa! Man, Vieira got really, really squirrely. Well, Bardelli Jr. has cleared Iglesias. Todd Robillard also working his way around. Dana Grover on the bottom side, right behind the 91 car. Or the 90 car, sorry. Might be behind the 91 too. As now the 90 goes up behind the 19. Iglesias says, I don't want to follow, I want to lead. Whoa, boy. It's getting tight through the corner. Take a look at Bardelli. Concentration there by Bardelli. Let's get rid of half these cameras. Look at that, all over the back of him. Is that Robillard sponsor machine, or Robillard? That C4 Energy sponsor machine, and the 22, the Shell sponsored Chevy. He wants to lead. Jesus Iglesias right now running into 3rd position. But he needs some help on the low side as Vieira climbs around. Scooches around there, and he's got to run. Out of the throttle here as Iglesias trying to hold on. Andrew Smith, Ritsky Nova up on the high side, way up high. Andrew Smith's got to run here in the 1X car. Oh, down on the bottom side. They're going to go 3 wide. I don't know. Givaldo, Andrew Smith's going to try to get 2 or 3 drivers here. He's got to run. Those guys got a little racy. And Smith gets around. So Andrew Smith gaining some positions. He's now up to P12. Tony Furtado and Preston Hassel battling. Seen them battling earlier. A little Ford versus Chevy action. Whoa! Givaldo got down on the apron. Holy Toledo! Did you see that? That's what that bottleneck was. Let's take a look at this. Givaldo got a little squirrely here. Down onto the apron. Watch this. Whoa! Back up into traffic. Holy Toledo. Go back up front here as Artur Vieira has worked his way around Claudio Bardelli Jr. He's not messing around here tonight. So Artur Vieira is the leader. Bardelli second. 83. Franco Alvarez in 3rd. Iglesias is in 4th. Robillard back to the 5th position. That racing got intense. Take a look at this earlier. As Vieira has a little help from Iglesias. Vieira has a fast car. We got a yellow flag here. We have a yellow flag. Another one. Looks like maybe Andrew Smith has come around. As Vieira will take the caution. Let's take a look and see what happened. Down the backstretch right there. Looks like maybe the 1X got into the... Oh, man, they're 3 wide. And there was a couple bits of contact between he and Ed Palumbo. And Smith going down into Palumbo. Palumbo coming up a little bit too right there. Take a look at that line on the track. Right there, coming off the turn. Palumbo climbing up the track. It doesn't make any contact there, I don't believe. But then there's contact here. As those guys are slamming off one another. And they're 3 wide at this point. And then there's contact there with the 54 and the 1X. We'll take a look out of the Gordon Carter machine. See, those guys were, I think Novar had a pretty good look at that as well. So I'll take a look out of his machine. So right here, a lot of close racing right here, and leaning on each other a little bit, leaning on each other a little bit, leaning on each other, and then coming around. Hard to get a good look at that. The camera angles here are terrible. And Novar, I think Givaldo probably had a pretty good gander at that out of the back of his car. See right here, one going up, one going down various times. So they just guys keep oscillating back and forth. There's more contact. More contact right there. More contact. So going back to live. See Art Vieta coming down pit lane, so our second caution flag. Bardelli Jr. second, Alvarez third. As Givaldo stays out, he's going to lead a couple laps. See this battle off pit lane. Bardelli Jr. and Alvarez battling there off pit lane. Take a look here. Look at that. Whoa! Good little battle there. These tracks, I think we could update and improve the camera angles. I mean, this is once I free up this camera, you see where it's at. I mean, that's a horrible angle. So second caution flag here on lap 28. Well, about 26. All right, Givaldo Spindler. I don't know whether he's going to be coming down pit lane. Ritsky Novar in second. Fedorov third. Bardelli Jr. is the lead car who has pitted. Don't forget, the Tough Trucks will be back in action this Wednesday for race number 2 of a brand new season. Yep, we've moved it to Wednesday. We moved it to a different time. 8 o'clock is the start of the race, or the quals, I should say, so an hour earlier to help some of our South American drivers out. And it's race 2 will be at California, baby. I finished third in that first race. If we get enough drivers, I'm going to broadcast this live, so keep your eye out for that one. So Bardelli Jr. and Franco Alvarez start side by side this time by. It looks like the 89 and the 9. Tony Furtado has got that car up to the 4th position and maybe did a 2-tire change. So interesting to see that 9 jump up there. Maybe a real good pit stop. Maybe a 2-tire change. Talked to Furtado just now on the radio, and it is confirmed. He did just change 2 tires, so he's getting a little track position here. A little gambling going on. Little chess match. We'll see how that works out for him. I would suggest he change those right side tires. So we've got enough on those laps on the tires as a whole to worry about changing those left side tires. And we're going to go green this time by. It's an interesting mix here. We'll see. 30 laps in. 19 is our leader. Dana Grover just behind him there in that Fireball Flash number 89. Bardelli Jr. gets a good jump on the restart. Oh, Alvarez squeaking around there. Looks like he wants to go to the high side. Alvarez wants to lead this race. You can tell he is racing hard right now. On board here with Alvarez, right behind Bardelli. And out of the throttle there is Alvarez. Is that Dana Grover now challenging on the inside. 47, Dennis Judicin in this mix as well. 27, Preston Hassel. And these guys are racing hard here on lap 32. And Dana Grover up to P2. Grover looking fast here on this restart. And Dana Grover getting around the 19. Trax VR number 89 now. The leader. And they hold on there across the start finish line. Dana Grover getting a lap lead in the books. The 19, Bardelli Jr. tucks in the second position. 83, Franco Alvarez third. Tony Furtado fourth. Preston Hassel up to P5. Furtado there dropping down onto the apron a little bit. Got to be careful. Upset the balance of that car. That could cause some huge problems here. Chevy sponsored Ally number 9. Take a look at Arthur Vieta and Ed Palumbo here battling. Ed Palumbo might have a little damage from that contact that incident with Andrew Smith a little earlier. And Colombo clearing Archer Vieta. Running behind Sean Jacobs. Jacobs in that 24 Kubota sponsor machine, trying to get the high line to work. Ritzky Novar and looks like Craig Marizon battling it out. Ritzky Novar in the 10 on the inside, Marizon on the outside line. Gordon Carter back there as well in the 56. These guys are racing hard back here. David Grover where he wants to be, and that is up front. The Trax VR facility going crazy right now. But that Calgary area, and it's cold as heck down here in central Indiana. I can't imagine how cold it is up there. Dilley Jr. seemed to scrub off a little bit of speed on that. And to gather things back up, get a good run here on the 89. The Toyota, a Ford, and a Chevy. 1, 2, 3. Preston Hassel run on the high side. On board here with him as he is running behind Tony Furtado, and it's got him down to the inside line. Whoa! They get tight. Tight there. You got to be careful on that one. A couple of those guys doing 2 tire stops, and he's trying to squeeze it in. Preston Hassel pulls off the pass there. He needed a shoehorn for that one, baby. Sean Jacobs trying the same thing. He's on the inside. He needs a little bit of help there, a little drafting help. He may or may not get it. There's Jacobs running beside the 54, now diving out underneath the 9. Maybe that 2 tire stop for Tony Furtado here in the 9 car may not benefit him. We'll see. As that looks like Sean Jacobs on the move on the bottom side. 24, Sean Jacobs working his way up front. These guys are driving hard, man. On board here with Franco Alvarez. Sean Jacobs on the bottom side. Franco Alvarez giving him a little bit of room. Hard to hold that car down. Back up here with Dana Grover. 89 and the 19 open a little bit of a gap. And they get reeled in. The 89 feeling pretty comfortable right now up front. So we've had some great racing here. Take a look at the 84, the 56, and the 68. Givaldo Spindle in the 68 car. Board here with him.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Get a yellow flag. Another yellow flag, man. It looks like maybe Ritzky Novar has come around. Ritzky Novar off the pace. Archer Vieta. Sure if he's been able to work his way around, so he's down back there toward the back too. In the 15th position. Interesting to see what happened on this. Take a look here. Oh, the 9 car way up on the outside line. You see the 9 of Tony Furtado is up on the outside. Looked like there was contact. Maybe a Vieira trying to avoid the 9. Oh, Marizon down on the bottom side, gets into Iglesias. There's contact there. Looked like maybe Novar trying to avoid, Art Vieira trying to avoid, and they get together. Man. Oh, the 68 gets caught up in that as well. I think Vieira was trying to avoid the incident. Right here, oh man, there was hard lick there for him. Take a look here. It looked like the 4 trying to avoid, and then also the 60. Actually, it looks like the 19 car trying to avoid the 60 and the 22, and there's contact there. Go back to live. Dana Grover, the race leader. Claudio Wardelli Jr. second. Franco Alvarez third. Ed Palumbo fourth. Sean Jacobs is fifth. This guy's under caution. Yes, we got guys coming down pit lane. Dana Grover going to lead the field down pit lane. So all the big players on pit lane. It's like Jesus Iglesias has stayed out. Good battles there off pit lane. Dina Shutichin in the 47 car, shown in the 10th position. I think Jesus, Ritzky, Eugene, all going to come down pit lane, so that's going to improve his positioning. Track Day Media, Hammer in here as well. BK. So Jesus Iglesias, the leader. Novar second, Fedorov third. Again, I think these guys might come down pit lane. We will see. It doesn't appear that that's the case right now, but it could pan out. My guess could be right. Don't have a lot of laps on these tires, though. Don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder. Where's my schedule for that? I forgot to make the banner, but here we go. Bristol Motor Speedway to kick off the brand new season tomorrow night. 150 laps from Bristol. California is the next track on the list. And Riverside, how about that little road course on January the 25th. Charlotte Motor Speedway on February the 1st. And then the Daytona Duels, two races there. 35 laps each on February the 8th. That's the first half of the season. Next half is Daytona, Atlanta, Charlotte, Phoenix, and Las Vegas. Generally try to follow the NASCAR schedule there. Obviously, we've got something first part of February there. In January, it's a little different mix. Great Cup Series on Saturday nights. I think we are in our 24th year with that series. 24th year, all the way back to 2001, the Saturday Night Thunder. Started out at pickup races on Saturday nights. So it looks like Iglesias, Novar, and Fedorov may be staying out. It's going to be interesting. Nope, maybe they heard me. That Dana Grover is elected to take the inside. He is back up to the lead. Those guys coming down pit lane. See Jesus Iglesias on pit lane. Looks like Ed Palumbo up to P2 in the 54 car. So the Hellman's sponsor machine up front here. Bardelli Jr. will start on the outside line. Franco Alvarez will actually start in a third position. Bardelli Jr. will start fourth. A little different flavor up front with the Hellman sponsor machine, no pun intended.
Green flag.
All right,
go,
we're back
go.
to green. Oh, spun his tires, the 19. Spun those tires, the 83. Let's see if he gets into the back of the Fireball Flash Toyota. And a Hellman sponsor machine scoots around, taking the race lead. I don't know what happened to Grover. It looked like he got waylaid there on the outside line. Go back here and look at this restart. This didn't seem like, it looks like the 19 and the 54 got a real good jump. And that causes the 89 car to give up a couple positions. 54, the race leader. The 19, Claudio Bardelli Jr. in second. Battle for third.
Yellow.
We get a yellow flag. Look like Jesus Iglesias, baby. Take a look here. Looked like somebody got off into the wall. The 5X, I believe, got into the wall. Take a look here, the 5X. Looks like Robillard comes over. And then there's contact there. Oh, it looks like the 5X got into the outside wall. Collects the 22. And then the 9 and the 84 got caught up in that as well. Take a look at the 9 car. These guys are trying to avoid this accident right there, coming across the track. And then trying to avoid, there's a secondary incident here. Whoa, man. 84 gets caught by the 9. It looked like maybe Wesley Dean got into the outside wall. Right here. Oh, slamming the wall. Right there, gets into the 22. So just some contact with the outside wall. All right, another quickie caution there. These guys like to run around under caution, I think. I'd be kind of curious to see how many of these guys, we don't have other than about 3 or 4 laps on their tires, how many guys actually come down pit lane. Certainly the guys in the back, I think, will come down pit lane. Oh, looks like the guys in the front as well. So everybody wants tires. Everybody wants tires. As we see the front of the field down pit lane. '89 and the 56 have stayed out. Little gamble here. I want to say thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget that thumbs up button, subscribe, and smash the bell, of course. Thanks to all the subscribers, all the people who come out each and every week. Thanks to those folks at Trax VR up there in the Calgary area for watching this race tonight, supporting Dana Grover. You guys are faithful coming out and watching the races, keeping the chat lively when they chat. Appreciate it. And appreciate everybody subscribing, watching the race, commenting. All those things help get that algorithm, beat the algorithm, and get these videos out there for more people to see. We're going to go single file here. These guys get a little bit too aggressive, so race admin has elected to direct these guys to do single file restart. Now 40 laps to go. A couple Canadians up here leading as we got an Argentinian in third, Brazilian in fourth, and a Ukrainian in fifth. How about that? A great international feel in this series. This is what I try to tell I teach high school, and I try to tell my students. I was like, I know all these folks. All these folks are, my friends all around the world, man. Love it. So the 89 is elected to take the inside line. The 56, Gordon Carter starting the outside line. Nope, that's not correct. They're all starting single file. Who am I, man? So the 89 will lead the field as Gordon Carter will start second. Alvarez third, Bardelli Jr. fourth, Yudichin is fifth. All right, these guys, in an attempt to clean this up a little bit, we'll start single file. We've seen this before, haven't we? That next five is Vieira, Robillard, Novar, Jacobs, and Hassel. Those round out the top 10. Some of the guys have come down pit lane. Some of the guys have stayed out.
Green flag, go,
We're
go,
back
go.
to green. Jomar Peixoto, where you been, buddy? We want to see you back out on the track, Jomar. Coming through turn two. Off turn two. Good clean start there. As Dana Grover the leader. Gordon Carter is in second. Alvarez in the 83 third. Now the pass is starting. Take a look at this. Jesus Iglesias, Craig Marizon. Couple Camaros battling it out. 22 going to hit a roadblock with the 54. 54 goes to the high side as Craig Marizon going to use the draft, try to get back around the 22. 22 not able to pull off that pass. Sean Jacobs and Ritsky Novar here battling. The bonus sponsor machine battling the 10 of Ritsky Novar. Artur Vieira and Dennis Yudichin battling Vieta on the inside. Unit giving him a lot of room on the outside line. And Artur Vieta picking up a spot. Now moving up to P5. Vieta now, as we go back live, Claudio Bardelli Jr. goes down to the bottom side. Alvarez stays up on the high side. And Vieta going to follow Bardelli Jr. through. We know those two guys are battling for the championship. As these guys get around the 89. Down the backstretch. Clear in the 89, but the 89's got to run. Take a look at Preston Hassel. Some shenanigans went on back there, I believe. And to the inside, off the pace a little bit. Gets things gathered up. Take a look here as Bardelli Jr., Alvarez also in that mix too. Bardelli Jr., Vieta, and it looks like this Dana Grover wants that lead back, and he gets it. But Alvarez now vying for a position. Are they three wide? You can't tell because we are in the next state over in this camera, with this camera. Holy smokes. Jesus Iglesias in this mix, too. They are three wide. 56, Gordon Carter says, I need out of this. Go ahead and go by. Drops down and lets those guys go. Dana Grover back to the race lead. He is on a mission tonight. Eugene Fedorov and Tony Furtado battling. Fedorov in the 84 on the bottom side. Fedorov in the 9 up on the outside line. And the 84, if he can't clear the 9. Patient there in that new paint scheme. Ed Palumbo in this mix as well. Ed Palumbo working on the high side, and helmet sponsor Machini and Eugene getting together. And up here's Artur Vieta, and as Alvarez has gotten around Dana Grover, take a look at the pass for the lead. Alvarez is our leader now.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And we got a yellow flag. Another one. Oh, Vieta! Vieta off the pace. So it looked like Iglesias has come around. Also, Vieta got caught up in that as well. Take a look at Jesus Iglesias. And Iglesias climbs up the track, gets into Dana Grover. Whoa! And then a bunch of cars get caught up in that. Take a look here as the 22 climbing up the track gets into, and then the 10 car has nowhere to go. But up on the high side, he does miss it. Good job there by him. But it collects the 47, the 56, and the 24 collected as well. Wow, Ritsky Novar. How did Ritsky Novar get through that? Wow. Right there, you see right there, Iglesias gets up the track. Look at this, Ritsky Novar. Ooh! And then all heck breaks loose down on the bottom side. Somehow Vieta came around as well. I'm not sure what happened to Artur Vieta. Take a look here. Oh, man. Right there, it looked like he just got out of the throttle and came around, but he might end up getting his spot back. Not sure. Didn't get in anything. That's a great news for him. Jomar saying he'll be back soon. He gets another video card. So single file, the grade on that one, D-. Took them about 3 laps to figure out that they wanted to start getting aggressive again. So now on pit lane, Franco Alvarez will lead the field down pit lane. This thing is so tough on tires. You really want to, anytime you can, it's sort of a, pardon my French, damned if you do, damned if you don't, because you want fresh tires, but you also want track position too. So when you come down pit lane, you're going to really want other drivers to come down pit lane as well. On board here with Alvarez as Bardelli Jr. squeaks by. Two guys out of the race. Looks like Andrew, actually three cars out of the race. Givaldo out of the race. Givaldo's come down pit lane and looks like he's retired his machine. Tough break there for Givaldo. Unless he's, it looks like he may have retired his machine. So Jesus Iglesias the leader, Claudio Bardelli Jr. second, Franco Alvarez third, Ritsky Novar fourth. And I believe Todd Robillard may be in P5. Iglesias is now coming down pit lane, so that's going to give the race lead to Claudio Bardelli Jr. Givaldo suspected he lost his connection. What a bummer. Maybe a blessing in disguise, Givaldo, with the way this race is going right now. Givaldo can keep our chat lively. One of 2 drivers in Brazil that have a High Octane Racing League hat. Jesus Iglesias, our other Brazilian driver, and Jesus originally from Spain, immigrated to Brazil. Also the proud owner of a High Octane Racing League hat. I want to say thanks to Gordon Carter for making those hats happen. Good luck to the survivors. I don't know if I'm going to be a survivor at this point, Givaldo. The High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks will be back in action for race number 2 of a brand new season. We got a tire rule in this series now, and we've moved it to Wednesdays, and we had a great turnout this last Wednesday. Let's see if we can get another one next Wednesday. So these guys are going to go back single file. Seemed like they got about 5 laps in and decided to get really super racy again. Dennis Schuderchin is on pit lane, taking some service wherever he's at. There he is, coming out in the Snow Bunny. He's going to start in the 16th position. Now Vieira is back in the 13th spot, so not where he wants to be. Well, Archer is shown in the 13th spot, and he is second in points. Bardelli Jr., the leader in points. Alvarez, third in points, starting in the second position on this restart. A lot of laps to go.
Green flag, green flag.
All right,
go,
back
go,
to
go.
green. Sober Tom sponsored Ford. Pardon me, Ford. The leader, Alvarez second. Ritsky Novar up to the 3rd position. Take a look at Ritsky in the Raven Puff sponsor machine. Running in P3. Robillard 4th. Hassel is in 5th. These guys just need to get some laps in, man. Just got to get some laps in. We got a battle here between Wesley Dean and Eugene Fedorov. Wesley Dean in the 5X. Fedorov in the 84. Good battle here side by side. Arthur Vieira says, I'd like to get through here. I want to get back to the front. Didn't get any damage on that spin, but like he might have missed a shift there. Oh, boy. Wesley Dean scooches up behind him. It looked like he missed a shift. Good way to blow your engine. We saw that earlier out of Chris Harvey. Three cars out of the race. Approaching 20 to go. P1, P2. Points leaders. Championship contenders. '83 is going to need a lot of help. He's going to need Bardelli Jr. to probably DNF to be able to close the gap points-wise. I think maybe too many points separate the two of those guys. On board here with that Palumbo. Whoa! He hit Dana Grover tight. Dana Grover trying to slip through on the high side. Still battling. '54 and the '89 side by side. 89, wait, might have scraped the wall there. Trying to get a run behind the 27, and he's going to clear the 54 car. Now the 89, is he going to try to jump below the 27? The 27 counters to close it in quickly. So some battling going on up front. These guys figured out they do not want to run single file. And Palumbo in the 54. Just behind him is the 24 of Sean Jacobs. On board here with that Palumbo. Down the front stretch. Across the line, we'll be on lap 70. Good run there. He closes the gap on the... Oh, man, tight. 27 drifted down a little bit. I have a feeling this is going to end badly. Craig Marazon tucks out of the front of Craig Marazon's machine. You see the 9 of Tony Furtado running in the 9th position. Vieira on the move as well. Preston Hassel running in the 5th position. And Castrol sponsor machine. Good top 5 run here for the Ford. Take a look at Tony Furtado here in the 9. Now he had some trouble early on, maybe dealing with a little bit of damage. Can't get repaired on that machine. Running behind the 24 of Sean Jacobs. Vieira has gotten around and he is working his way to the front. Vieira now below the 89 car. Artur Vieira on a mission. Now below the 54. Looking out of the front of the 89 Dana Grover's machine. Rubbing off some speed. You see patience right there from Vieira. NASCAR BR AV Club, a little series, or I should say a big race league. The Brazilian run. Nose to tail now. 2 packs separated. Leader of that second pack is Eugene Fedorov.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, no. Yellow flag. Looks like Tony Furtado is around. Tony Furtado coming around. So let's see what happened here. Oh, there was contact between Vieira and Grover. And then up the track, Vieira. Oh, man. So it looked like maybe contact there, diving underneath him. Oh, man. Got on the front of Craig Marazon's machine. Actually, might go up there with Furtado. Take a lot out of the front of his machine. Right there. Also, the 24 had a look at that as well. Diving down. The 89 dives down to the inside. Right there. And in contact. These guys figured that they don't want to run around under green flag conditions. See, the 89 really commits going down to the bottom line right there. Vieta turning in. Oh, man. 9 had nowhere to go. Right there, man. That's it. Wow, man. Right here out of the front of Dana's car. So probably a little aggression there. Not a lot of room to get that car down to the bottom line. All right, looks like Ritsky Novar, the leader, as Todd Robillard is in second, Iglesias third. Now, I don't know if these guys are going to come down pit lane or not, but so Ritsky Novar up front here tonight in the 10. And don't forget that the Buschwackers Series will be at Bristol next week. Brand new season there. This is the final race of the season. We've had a couple burgered up races. We had a server issue last week. We're back at it this week, finish out the season. So it looks like the Raven Puff going to stay out. Good to see Raven Puff out with us, man. It's been a while. I was wondering about him the other day. Bardelli Jr. up front as well. Alvarez in third, and that caution flag did not do Vieira any favors. So these guys are going to go single file again. Bardelli Jr. second, Alvarez third, Palumbo fourth, Hassel is fifth. "78 laps in across the start-finish line. This time by will be on lap 79. So we're winding it down here. Just about 12 to go. Thanks to all those folks coming out and watching the race tonight, man. Well, 98 views already. I feel like Aerosmith. What's our favorite Aerosmith song? I was never a huge Aerosmith fan, to be honest with you. And contrary to what most people think, I kind of like, what is that? Was that Permanent Vacation or whatever, that album? I liked Love in an Elevator. That was kind of a cool song. But I was a huge Aerosmith fan, but didn't say I don't like them. I mean, they're okay. All right, pace car's off. Here we go. Raven Puff going to lead the field this time. Takes them about 5 laps, and they decide they're going to throw caution to the wind and then bring out a caution flag. So we'll see if they can finish this under green. If I'm laying money on it, I'm betting on caution flag. Novart got a good start. A good gap there between he and Bardelli, but Bardelli closing that gap now 2/10 back, and Alvarez down to the inside. And Bardelli Jr. dives down to the inside. He's wanting the race lead. He wants the championship. He's racing for a championship. Alvarez got a good run. On the high side, out battling side by side there with Bardelli. You can make that outside work, you're golden. And I think the inside looks like the best deal is to try to take that inside line and drift up a little bit as we see Bardelli Jr. getting back by Alvarez. Now he doesn't want to give Alvarez the outside, but Alvarez going to go down to the inside. Alvarez wants to win. Franco Alvarez in the 83. Getting by the 19. So Franco Alvarez to the lead. Bardelli Jr. back to second. This battle for the third position. Ed Palumbo diving down to the inside. The 10 car on older tires. And the 54 gets to the inside and makes that pass. They are clustered together behind. Omar looking at the front of his machine as those guys on fresh tires get around. It was a risky move. It was a risky move. Up on the high side there, he is tight. He don't have a lot of room to breathe as Udichin's below him. A couple Toyotas here battling it out. 3 Toyotas. Vieira wanting to get back up into that 89 car. Udichin pulls off that pass. Eugene Fedorov in this mix too, in that 84 car. And the 4 car gets by. Oh, boy. The 4 closing in on the 89. This could get interesting. Franco lost his connection. He is out. Oh, no. And Bardelli Jr. breathes a sigh of relief. Eight-tenths of a second gap there, Bardelli Jr. to Ed Palumbo. Wesley Dean in the 5X car. Now below the 84, Wesley Dean in his, let's see if his first race out here with us or not. I should say, definitely hasn't been out here too often. I think it might be his first race. The 5X car now getting by the 84. Gordon Carter back there as well. A lot of passing going on here. Vieta now working his way up to P4. He is on a mission right now. Vieta is on a mission. He is running out of time. 27 dives down to the inside.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, yellow flag. And a yellow flag here. Uh-oh. Vieta has spun around. Let's take a look and see what happened here. We were watching Vieta. Vieta to the inside. Ed Palumbo dives across the front of Vieta. And then, oh man, Raven Puff on his lid. Take a look here. Vieta dives down to the inside right here. And then turns down across the nose of the 84, it looks like. And we'll take a look out of the front of Preston Hassel's machine. Take a look here. And in contact right there. Looked like Vieta has had it. He said, I'm out of here. And going back to live. It looked like Vieta had that spot. He was all the way up to about halfway up the car, and then just a hard turn to the left by the 54. Yeah, just a hard turn there to the inside. All right, Claudio Bardelli. Looks like Franco's rejoined the race, so that's good news for him, but he is 4 laps down. Archie Vieta has retired his machine. So it looks like we might have a green-white checker here. We'll see. I don't know who's going to be coming down pit lane, who's not going to come down pit lane. Don't forget that Saturday Night Thunder schedule coming up tomorrow night. Start a brand new season. We'll be at Bristol Motor Speedway. Man, that'll be lightning fast and a lot of fun. California coming up on the January the 18th. You see Riverside, Charlotte, and then the Daytona Duels. 2 races there, 35-lap races on February the 8th. So an exciting season coming up in the Saturday Night Thunder. So with all the trouble that's, Vieta and Alvarez have had, it looks like the 19 is going to come away with the championship here tonight. Another championship for Claudio Bardelli Jr. I don't think mathematically anybody else could catch him. Been a little bit of a muddy race here tonight. I think we were on about our 6th caution flag. And really, I think last week's race, the first half of that race, we were, tons of green flag laps, and then we had some server issues. So this week they decided, I think they didn't want to race under green flag conditions. How about our new driver there? Wesley Dean has got himself up to the 8th position. So good outing there for him so far, a good top 10 run. And time to check our race keys. Let's see. On the high line. You guys have been able to make some passes on the low line. Be up on the wheel. Throttle management. Save tires and make good pit stops. Whew. Yeah. Been a messy one. Been a messy one. That's for sure. I should have had patience on that one. All right, the 19, the 27, 24, 47, and the 89. A couple Toyotas up front tonight. 2 Fords, a Chevy, and 2 Toyotas. And it's a green-white checker. Now it's going to get wild. The pace car is off. Green-white checker here at California.
Go, go, go.
And they are racing behind. '19's got a big lead. About a second lead on these guys. And the 19 car, Claudio Bardelli Jr., as they see Eugen up in the wall. Claudio Bardelli Jr., 1 lap to go. It's across the start-finish line. They're battling back here as you see Eugen went up and got into the wall. Right there, smacks the wall. And Grover gets by. Battling for the second position now. Going back to live. Dana Grover, Sean Jacobs. Jacobs in the 24 on the high line. Dana Grover in the 89 on the bottom line. Claudio Bardelli Jr. where he wants to be. He is coasting. And Claudio Bardelli Jr. is going to win this race. Congratulations to Claudio. So Claudio Bardelli Jr. gets the win. And he outlasted the field. He was in the catbird seat anyway, but man, they did a lot to help him tonight, to be honest with you. So congratulations to Claudio Bardelli Jr. So congratulations to the 19. So what a messy race, but we got the race in, that's for sure. Holy smokes. Claudio Bardelli Jr. always seems to find a way, man, to get that car up there and compete. Rises from adversity. And back in victory lane for Claudio. So congratulations to Claudio. And I think he might be our champion. What do you think? So congratulations to Claudio Bardelli Jr. on getting the win here at Cali. We'll see if we can't get him up in the booth. All right. Well, hey, thanks for staying up late for us, man. What is it, like 4 o'clock in the morning there, Claudio?
One.
Hey, congratulations, Claudio. Man, it was a little bit of a messy race, but you seem to keep that car up front. Talk about how that race went for you.
Yeah, I tried to maintain the car in 1, 2, 3, 4 position. In the middle, the car is very difficult. It's very possible to touch, to cause a yellow flag. Try to marking. I don't know how to say. I try to marking Franco and the Arthur, and I luck guy in the final. The two guys have a problem, but I sleep in the track.
Well, hey, and a championship to boot. So, wow, another championship for the Sober Tom team. Amazing season, and you seem to always be able to put your car up front and also get back up front when you've had some trouble. So, congratulations to you.
Thank you. It is very pleasure to race in the HORL in Friday, Saturday, Wednesday again. I appreciate and thank you for this for us.
No problem, man. So what do we say? Parabéns?
Yes, parabéns.
All right, congratulations, man. And I guess we'll just see you next race, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, thank you. Tomorrow, I believe yes.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good night.
So that's Claudio Bardelli Jr. joining us up here in the booth. Congratulations to him on getting the victory, the championship. And he kept his car clean all night long. We want to take a look at the final results here tonight before the server goes down. Take a look at the final results. Claudio Bardelli Jr. gets a win. Sean Jacobs finishes in P2. Dana Grover, how about that, finishes in third. Jesus Iglesias fourth. Preston Hassel finishes in the fifth position. Craig Marizon actually sixth. Gordon Carter seventh. I don't know what's going on there. Wesley Dean eighth. Furtado ninth. And for Robillard is actually in 10th. Okay. 11th is at Palumbo. Ritsky Novar 12th. Fedorov 13th. Unichin 14th. 15th is Alvarez. Artur Vieta 16th. Ubaldo Spindola 17th. Andrew Smith 18th. And 19th was Chris Harvey. So congratulations to Claudio Bardelli Jr. on getting the race championship. Another championship in his satchel. Sober Tom sponsored machine in Victory Lane. And don't forget to support him by clicking on or going over to the Sober Tom podcast on YouTube. All things music. He's a great musician and likes to talk music. So excited to support him. So congratulations to Claudio and getting the win and also winning the championship. Well, don't forget, we got some more racing headed your way this weekend. That's right. The Saturday Night Thunder will be in action at Bristol tomorrow night. 150-lap race there. And then the Tough Trucks will be in action for their second race of a brand new season, and that is California Speedway 90-lap race number 2. And I got out of the broadcast booth and raced around with these guys this last Wednesday. So we moved it to Wednesday. We have a tire rule, so it's a fun series. Come on out and join us. That's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you so much. Congratulations to Claudio Bardelli Jr. on getting the championship. And we'll talk to you next time, boys and girls. I am out of here.